Today we are talking about Edwardian style engagement rings, and this presentation is brought to you by www.qualityvintageengagement.rings.com. Now, as you are purchasing a vintage or an antique engagement ring, you're going to find that all of these jewelry pieces date back to a specific decorative period. It's mainly between like the 1700s to the 1940s that these decorative periods are within, and there's actually 6 periods within that time frame. Each of those periods have very specific styles and designs that are unique to that time period. We're just focusing on the Edwardian period today, and that occurred between about 1890 and 1915. It is debatable as to exactly when each of these decorative periods started and when they ended, because some of them do overlap a little bit. But for the most part, it was about the late 1800s and the early 1900s that the Edwardian style was dominant. Now, Edwardian jewelry is very beautiful. It contains very intricate designs. The decorations and the designs that are contained in this style of jewelry is characterized by the upper class. And it was more than just a pretty piece of jewelry. It was really, kind of a bit of a symbol of their status in society. All of the jewelry was made of very high quality gems and metals. Some of the other jewelry periods, they used lower quality gems and metals, but the Edwardian style, the Edwardian period, is very well known for the high quality gems and metals that were used. And many of the rings and the jewelry pieces contain very light and airy filigree. It's just beautiful designs, beautiful characteristics that make up this style. It's very elegant and romantic. There's a lot of intricate details, and many of the rings actually use invisible settings, so you can't see the prongs that are holding the gemstone on there. So it gives the appearance of this gemstone just floating in, lace or leaves and ivy. It's just a very beautiful way to present the gem. And like I said, many of these are very fluid designs. It's got a very feminine taste to it. Some of the designs are based around things such as flowers and leaves and lace. It's just very gentle and feminine. And most of the rings are made up of mainly just diamonds, platinum, and white gold. They didn't use a lot of the semi-precious gems. Pearls were very highly desired at the time, and that's because they were harder to come by, and so that made them more expensive. So pearls showed even more of a status within society. If you could afford to get a pearl, then that meant that you had a lot of money, and so they were highly desired. Around this time, some of the middle class was able to start, purchasing some of the jewelry pieces, and so it started to move away from just exclusively the upper class that had nice jewelry pieces to the middle class started to get a little bit of this also. And so the upper class kind of set themselves aside and kept themselves in that status position by getting the pearls because they were more expensive. So that just kind of gives you a general overview of the Edwardian style. There's a lot more information about the Edwardian style and also all of the other decorative jewelry periods. And so you can, check out our website. We do have some pictures and some specific rings that you can look at there so that you can see what the designs and the styles look like. Again, our website is www.qualityvintageengagement.rings.com.